This is Rock and Roll English. Real people, real English. Here's your host, Martin Johnston.
Hello everyone and welcome to another one of those late night podcasts where it sounds like late night radio, I suppose. Have you ever listened to the radio late at night? For some reason they do talk in a quieter way, as if they need to speak quietly to not wake people up. Well, that's the situation for me. I am talking quietly to not wake up my family. So remember, I told you there will be a podcast every Monday. I am here on a Monday with a podcast to not let you down, okay? And I have a story for you. You know how much I love stories. So I have one of those folk tales for you. You know, the old stories that get passed down through generations. The stories everyone loves, okay? So, are you ready? Let's go. One summer's day, a young boy was playing in a sand pit with his father. Just to know there, we know what a sand pit is, yeah? It's normally found in a school field in the UK, I'm talking about here. In a school field where children play at lunchtime, there is grass, and then there is the sand pit, which obviously is a little bit under the grass, if you know what I mean. And I remember playing in the sand pit when I was young, aged like 4 or 5, and seeing someone eat sand. And even then I thought, what the hell is this person doing? Anyway, let's get back to the story. So, a young boy was playing in the sand pit with his father. In the garden, his father had built a sand pit for him in the garden, not at school like I used to play, or where I used to play in the sand pit. Anyway, so the young boy was playing alone, and in the middle of the sand pit was a large rock. Now, the boy didn't like this rock, so he wanted it gone. So he began to roll the rock to the side of the pit, and he pushed and he pushed. Then he got it to the edge, and it was nearly out, and he kept pushing and pushing, but he was not able to get this big rock out of the sand pit. It was too heavy, and the boy was becoming more and more frustrated that he couldn't push this big rock out of the sand pit. Now, obviously this was in the back garden, so his father was watching him. And after a while, after seeing his son get even more angry and even more red in the face, his father went over and said, "Son, if you had used all of your resources, you would have been able to move this rock easily." His son replied, "But I did. I used all of the resources available to me." "No," said his father, "you didn't use all of the resources because you didn't ask me." And then he simply removed the rock. Now, the moral of the story, I'm sure you have guessed, is to take advantage of the help available to you. Removing the rock from the sandpit for the boy seemed impossible, but in the end it was easy. Now, moving this to English, that rock in the sandpit that you want to get rid of might be your English. Now, this might be stopping you, your English, from getting a better job, stopping you from integrating into life in the UK, or simply stopping you from reaching the level that you want to reach for your own satisfaction. Now, removing that rock from the sandpit alone is possible. It's just very, very difficult, and maybe you begin to get very frustrated like the boy. So, the boy had his father to help him. You have me, okay? I am here to help you remove the rock. I will tell you about how in a minute, but before I do, listen to one of my students. This is a very, very short piece of a recording, from a student who asked me to help her remove the rock, okay? The first part is her speaking at the beginning of the course, and the second part is at the end. Are you ready? Let's go.
He ate her up in one big bite.
He ate her up in one big bite.
Now, I wanted to keep that short so you could focus on one thing. Did you notice how smoothly she spoke in the second time? Did you notice how she linked her words there? Eat her up.
He ate her up.
He ate her up.
Now, the student in question has taken my jungle listening course, which is helping her to become a fluent listener. Because, remember, if you want to be a fluent speaker, you must first be a fluent listener. Just like you were in your first language. First of all, you were a fluent listener, then you became a fluent speaker. So, I will say that again. To be a fluent speaker, you must first of all become a fluent listener. Now, all courses on the market, and there are many for teaching English, learning English, etc., they all teach you how to become a fluent speaker. Have you ever seen a course that is focused on listening? Well, if you know my course, then you know there is one of these courses, because obviously I try to be different. Things are rock and roll here. So I truly believe my jungle listening course is unique because it teaches you actual strategies about how to listen and mechanics of how English speech works. And you may have already heard me say this, I am running an absolutely crazy Black Friday offer. And yes, I know Black Friday was last week. Listen to last week's podcast and you will hear that I got a bit confused with the dates. In my defense, I do have 2 very young children. I don't really sleep very much, so it is difficult to know which day of the week it is, let alone which day of the month. So yes, back to my crazy Black Friday offer. In it, I am selling my unique jungle listening course and also the new course I have created, the No Study British English Vocabulary Masterclass course. Again, I think a very unique approach, as it's the only vocabulary course where you actually don't study. I have just strategically built it so the vocabulary is repeated so often that you actually then remember it naturally. And also 500 exclusive RnR Family episodes. Now, each of these normally costs £197. If you go to rockandrollenglish.com, you will find all of them selling for £197. But in this crazy Black Friday offer, the late Black Friday, let's say, you will be able to get all of them for £147. So it's not 3 for 1, like you buy one and you get 3 courses, because it's actually 3 courses for less than 1. Now, if you are asking yourself, how will these courses help me become a fluent listener or a fluent speaker? Remember, my jungle listening course is the only course on the market that takes fast-spoken jungle English and transforms it into clear comprehension. You will learn about the sounds of English. You will revolutionize your speaking and listening through word stress and syllables, the music of the language. You will master connected speech through rocking rhymes and rhythms, and also retrain the way you hear English through transcribing fast-spoken English. So basically, you will understand the mechanics of how fast speech works, which is essential to becoming a fluent listener. Number 2, the essential thing you need to become a fluent listener is lots of listening practice. Now, you can 100% get lots of listening practice for free. But if you love Rock and Roll English, the podcast, the simple thing to do is listen to more of that, more of Rock and Roll English. And that is why I am giving you 500 extra episodes. And not only that, they are exclusive, more personal episodes with not safe for public content. So if you enjoy Rock and Roll English, the podcast, you will absolutely love those 500 episodes. So those are the two things you really need to be a fluent listener. Number one, to understand the mechanics of fast speech, and number two, lots of listening practice. But everyone wants to learn new vocabulary, don't they? When you already have steps 1 and 2, learning vocabulary becomes much easier. But if someone uses a word you don't know, obviously that's a problem and you will have difficulty understanding. So that's why I have created the No Study British English Vocabulary Masterclass. Everything is delivered through the podcast, a secret podcast, so you don't even need to find time to open your computer to watch video tutorials. It's all on the podcast. 3 podcasts a week, all less than 10 minutes. And this course lasts 52 weeks. Yes, that's right, 1 year. Where vocabulary is strategically repeated throughout the course, so you hear it so often it becomes normal to you. So if you are interested in getting this crazy Black Friday offer and saving £444, yes, that's right, then join the waiting list, because this offer will go on sale tomorrow, Tuesday, the 28th of November, but only to people on the waiting list. On Thursday, which I believe is the 30th of November, it will go on general sale. So by joining the waiting list, you can guarantee you will be able to buy it, because I am only selling 50 of these offers. Have I mentioned that already? I can't remember. But only 50, because I am giving away a lot. I don't think I will ever repeat this again. So make sure you are on that list. Press pause on the podcast you are listening to right now, and there will be a link in the description. Click that. It takes about 10 seconds to put your name and email address, and then tomorrow you will receive an email from me with instructions about how to take up this offer before it goes on general sale on Thursday. Just remember, let me help you take the rock out of the sandpit. I am here. I am watching. I can help you do this. Just put your name in that form right now. Press pause, go to the link, insert your name, email address, and that's it. And I will see you all very soon, people. But in the meantime, just keep on rocking, baby.
Thanks so much for listening to Rock and Roll English. For more great content and to stay up to date, visit rockandrollenglish.com and facebook.com/rockandrollenglish. We'll catch you next time.